We are in Kalimath, which is 10 kilometers below the Uttakashi, which is a connecting point to the Kedarnath along with the Dari Devi and forms a triangle. So it's a Shakti feat also, equal to the Shankaracharya has been classified this one, also equal to the Kamakya. Here all the Devis are Nikla Rupini, and Kali is not in the formless. She has been in the tapasya below the earth. Either the Kali yantra has been placed by Shankaracharya. So that yantra will be done the Kalaratri Puja in the Durga Ashtami of the Navaratri time. Only on that day it will be taken up and do the puja. So it is for the place for the Sri Vidya sadhakas. So Sri Vidya is one of the parts of the Shakta, one of the 6 parts of the Shankaracharya classified. So, and it's equal to the Kamakya. Why Kamakya is the first Shakti Peeth or Yoni Peeth, they will call it this. Because it is from there the earth has been, the Prakriti has been creation, they will say. And in the Kamakya, it is a Dasamaha Vidya Peeth, all the Devis. When the Lalita Sahasranama has been there, when Devi are asking their parivars, what do you think about me? That's how they become. See, everyone praising the quality of the Devi, Lalita Parameshwari. So that's what becomes the Lalita Sahasranama, Shri Rajarajeshwari. So here, the Kalimath I come, it's very significant in one sadhana, because without Devi's blessing, one cannot experience Shiva or attain the lotus feet of the Shiva. So here both the 3 Devis, both the Lakshmi is been head of the Chandi Parivar, who is warrior, and Saraswati without Veena, she is also in the Ugra Rupini. Why all the 3 Devis has been Ugra Rupini is there was a Asura called Raktatbija. When he disturbs Kali, when he did the tapasya in the Kali Shila, so she come out it, but somewhere keep on disturbing it. And Raktatbija had a special boon that every split of blood from his body will one more Raktatbija come. So it is a symbolism. So she kills in such a way that's why the Kali Rupa have the longest tongue. That means the moment the blood spills from the body, she will make sure that every blood the count will be swallowed by her. So it is a general mythology thing. The real meaning is Kali is the one who gives the salvation. She makes our blood has our DNA. Today we say in science it has all the things. From every DNA you can make somebody to plasma. Our ancestors are living through our bodies. These are all the science, various bases. So want to do the sadhana. There are in tantrics and aporis, they will do especially Kali sadhana, because she will be so compassionate and she will not spare if you do wrong things also. And because of that, so she will be adherence devotee. And Ramakrishna Paramahansa is the very best example for him. Kali is a lively talk. So Kali is the one who salvation. Make sure that you have no other birth. That's the same thing. People go into the tantric paths. That's an individual path. It's not necessary for all the people. And it's been there because now people like Shankaracharya, Swami Vivekananda, they made various yogis and this, they made the highway path, which will be very effortlessly one can travel. These are all the paths, like these are all in Flipkart, not the path, these are all cult, they will say. It is a one single road path. Whether you move forward or you come backward or you get lost, you don't even know. So it is for one among the people, one among the 1,000 been that just by the share by Guru Bhakti or something, they choose it. But these days they go behind the tantric or agori. It's because of the fascinating stories. They read it in the book, because also they find that it's the easiest a way to reach out. They want quickest way, but they don't know the hurdles. What is being in the Maya, the Devi keeps it. There is Loka Maya and Yoga Maya has been. So if one can cross, if you be in the Loka Maya, you can know. But if you go in the Yoga Maya, you not even know. So this Sadhguru once has spoken about it very this. Some yogis, they will create a whole world in the cave and just be there. That's also still it's a physical manifestation. So it may be then the Guru will take its own time to come and make them to beyond that. So we are in such a sacred place. Yes, here I always thought about making a Sadachandi Homa like that. Sadachandi Homa means when you do a Chandi Homa means 10 times if you do the Parayana, one time you should do the Ahuti. So in Kamaki also it's very much famous. And if you go to the Haridwar, there is a Manasa Devi, Chandi Devi, which is from the entrance circle. Within that, Maya Devi is been there. Or you call Chaya Devi or Maya Devi is been there. So the world is Mayapuri in the Haridwar. So now we are here. We'll talk about the Chandi Homa in Kamakya. These are all need very exuberantly one can participate. The purpose of the Chandi Homa is remove all the obstacles. The whole parivar of Chandi is from the Pratyangara, Swaruda, all these are all the thing is mean make your manifestation so fast by removing all the obstacles in your yatra or in your life journey. Yatra, the word yatra English word we've been saying. It's not the tour, it's not the thing, it's a pilgrimage. That means life is a yatra where Guru has been leading the yatra. Follow the Guru, that's all. So what Guru has been said to you, that's all your path. You don't need to worry about any other things. So here sadhaks will become, they will be in sadhana. But when they in their own sadhana, without guidance of Guru or somebody who's been there, they may get lost into their own illusions or this thought process. So always it has been emphasized, you have to follow a Guru or somebody who been guided. Then only the progress, whether you go on this way, they kept and tap, you go in the right path. That's a grace we call as Anugraha. So let's go to the questions. We are here is Yelmurat. I kept it Yelmurat here. So his name is, let him introduce the people here.
Namaskaram everyone. Very privileged and happy to be here in such a powerful place, especially with such intense people. Actually, I'm amazed, and it's I think once in life opportunity to have a conversation between sadhana pada participants, alumni, hatha yoga teachers, and brahmachari from Krishna Foundation, and yeah, we'll be answering questions as well. And hopefully, yeah, there are many things we can cover. So the first questions will be generally about, brahmacharya, about Swami Sushanta. He already explained the, where we are, the place, the significance of the place, and we happened to meet Akka, Priya Akka. She is living nearby, and she is a Sadhanapada alumni from 2022 batch. And Priyanka, you can shortly introduce yourself, and then we can go on and ask questions from Sadi.
Namaskaram everybody. As I mentioned, I'm Sadhanapada batch. I'm here. Well, I can say that I have come here for any purpose. There is a situation in my life where I couldn't resist my energy to come from this place. I came here last year, and after that, so many things happened in my life, and my life made me, stuck in such a situation where I felt this place I have to be anyway. So I have come here. It's been almost 2 months, and it's so wonderful and crazy wild energy journey going here with Ma and all the Shakti Matas. So yes, there I'm the way I'm staying here, with a minimal cost, with minimal, resources, just by being here, such a wide, powerful energy being with the Shakti and in the lab of Kedar, Kedar Bhavana. So it's a different kind of experience just by being here. So I want who are really willing to come, not just for entertainment, just being here, just learning from some guru, going to tantric rituals, because this place is completely for tantrism. It's not, it's. I feel that. So say I have no guide for that. Like nobody has said me to go this way, do that. I have to come here just by my instinct. There's nothing else guiding me. Just by my instinct, I'm here, and my instinct says that just don't go anywhere. So I'm just here. So as a volunteer, I feel, what can I offer to the world? I have not that resource to offer. I have nothing to offer. I have no power to offer. But I'm so connected with the villagers, and I'm so aware of their situations, their child and their state of living, and the problem of their home. I'm very into the families of Kalimath. So being a volunteer, I just enjoy the celebration, but I have the pain of the children, everybody. So having nothing, I'm just teaching them basic English and arm chanting and all this, and teaching them basic like Microsoft Word and Excel and all these basics. So I'm asking others volunteers to anybody if they are free actually, because there is no purpose I can offer. If they are free to offer, I will arrange the place for them. I will arrange your food for them. In fact, I will volunteer as I will bring your food to your place. Just do your sadhana. I do not know what sadhana. I cannot offer sadhana. Sadhguru is there. Swami is there. They will guide us what we have to do. But yes, I can arrange the stay and food for as much as I can.
It's so amazing.
Just need a little support from everyone.
Surely. So what unites us, the most important thing is offering. So be it Sarnapada or Brahmachari or Shata yoga trainings, we are we live as an offering. So in that sense, all of us may have different departments, may have different paths, but at the end, our end goal is the same: to offer ourselves in as much as we can. So we have different ways, and we can share our own ways how we can do that. Of course, Riyaka's way is very tremendous, and yes, if you want to help her, if you want to experience this powerful place near Kedarnath, and also get guidance from Swamiji, you're free to come. You can contact us. We'll share the details of our contact details. And Swamiji, I wanted to ask you a question. We were talking about the offering. Of course, whatever we do in Isha Foundation, whatever Sadhguru guided us to practices, to everything that he gave us, is basically for us to become as an offering to the world. So in your perception, what it means to be an offering to the world, and how can we do something that will benefit everyone and everything around us?
The best offering Guru is realizing yourself and reaching your fullest potential. What is being the offer? The world will be there before you will be offered. So those issues, those things we can enrich. That's also part of sadhana. But the basic purpose of one, it's very hard to get in his life. So when you get a certain opportunity of Guru, and especially sadhana tools, which is not for many, many paths, not even among the sannyasis. It's not so easy. So, when you get such an opportunity, make use of yourself available to the sadhana. And now the sadhana comes, the word the sadhana. You relate about kriyas or asanas or this. That is all you doing it. You prepare asana, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara. That's the thing you know. So one thing is constantly pratyahara, both inwardly and externally. So you educating yourself. When Patanjali describes about the niyama and yama and niyama, he says Svadhyaya, one has to study himself about the path. Now there is various definitions. Google itself is giving a lot of things. The ultimate thing, very simply said it, what is Guru has said to you, you just follow. That's all. Guru Vak is the Veda. So what Veda says, whether you know the Vedas, whether you know Sastras, whether you know any kriyas or that, just Smaraneti Shivam, Smaraneti Guru, that's all. Just the Smarana, Shravana, when you be there, when your thought process, where you are connecting it, that's where the sadhana. So you always making it, so Smaranam is been one thing. Even if you go into higher sadhanas, it's called Shravana Manana Nitithyasa. That means Shravana means listening. Because those only today we are having the text form of scriptures. Those days with the Guru, when they live it, they listen to how the Guru says, what he says. When you listen every day, the same stuff, but it will give different meaning depending on what you are on the state at that moment. So everywhere, Guru is always one more step. However you are being become wise, you are more famous, more better than Guru. Still you are disabled to your Guru. That's why in the Guru Parampara, in the Sadhana Pada, they will start from the Guru Purnima, which is for the Guru Parampara. They win. However I am, to rise myself, my life has been there. I bow down to my Guru Parampara. Through this lineage, it still flows. So we take up reminding, and the sadhana pada, the sadhana time, it starts from the Guru Purnima to Navaratri. In fact, till up to the Uttarayana Punya Kala, 6 months will be. So these 3 months, the first jnana, that means understanding. Then the next 3 months, daytime is been very less time. So you will work, you will have more time to work with yourself. So one has to manage the materialistic life also outside, and also have to do the things. Both the thing has to balance, and then only he can pursue it. So doing your sadhana, whatever your understanding of sadhana, whatever you have been connected, it will deepen by itself. It has been like a self-made propeller, like rocket. It will, when it comes to next level it comes. So as she rightly said, my intuitions is she guides me. Yes, you are singing the sloka, right? Karpura Gauram, Karunavatam, Hridayaravinda. Guru, earlier you say, he has been pursuing from externally. Slowly when you go there, you know, very aptly I use Guru's word. In one of the things he said, till now I have walked with you, now I am within you. So once you realize it, you connect with that every day, every moment, the best possible way that you know. Slowly it will enhance you from Satsanga to Nitsanga. That means no Sangha, just be you alone, complete and content. Now, still life is there, so what you can offer, that is subject to various parameters and factors. You can be depending on the resources. You can keep on enriching the life. There is no end for it.
Swamiji, very nice to hear. So you mentioned about sadhana. We know that in sadhana pada and Ishana yoga teaches training, we mainly focus on hatha yoga and some pranayama. But for brahmacharis and sannyasis, could you tell us more about your sadhana and are there difference between the sadhana and brahmacharya sadhana?
Those things when you get initiated into brahmacharya, you will elevate. Okay. Now it will go as an information only. It is not about what sadhana you are doing. No. It is about how you connect with that. It's most important. So as Sadhguru himself, I am quoting Sadhguru because it's easy for you to understand. Guru Smarana is sadhana. No other sadhana is not required. All the sadhana we do is to keep our Guru Nama Smarana. Bas. If you, the English verb, the proverb says, what you think, that you will become. So if you keep on thinking about Guru, the problem now comes is, I am keep on thinking Guru, but no brahmacharya not comes, no sannyas not comes, my Guru has not given me appointment. So these are the things that is been your understanding. Okay. For you, if you need to get the appointment, then you have to go through the procedure of what is being said. So what we call as a Guru is a sthiti, is a state when in the mystic physics, I think in the second chapter, I have not read the book much deeply on this, but somewhere he said it very clearly. If you become discipleship, then all the people are thinking nowadays many questions come. Which path I can go? What is the best one? Or can I go on this path? So it's all your questions. If which path you are going, our Varnashrama Dharma is clearly mentioned from Balashrama to Brahmacharya Ashrama, Vidyashrama, Vidyashrama to Brahmacharya Ashrama, Brahmacharya Ashrama to Grahastha Grahastha to Vanaprastha Vanaprastha to Sannyasa Sannyasa to Vriddha Except Balashrama and Vriddha in all the ashramas, the responsibilities are there. Giving up the responsibility, escaping from that responsibility and switching over to sannyas is not the path. You are working on your path. Okay, there is no competitor here. You are working your path, no matter how people acknowledge you or not. It is the connection is between you and the Guru. In Isha Yoga, very clearly they say, the fourth rule when they say, whatever the people who says here, will not ask to him. You should not go and ask to him, can you give the trustfulness and confidentiality? Then you say, welcome to you. And now you connect with the first yoga, first rule of yoga. All the 365 days, 24 hours, wherever you are, whatever you do is yoga. Connect first and fourth. Now, the class, that means what is happening? In the classroom, 50 people, 100 people can be there. Now, you are not bothered about what is happening there. If you just follow this one simple thing, the pratyahara will happen. Not in samyama. It happens in the Isha. That is the mastery of people like Sadhguru who made it so effortlessly. So effortlessly. Just connect with the part. If you simply follow, whether you understand, whether you explain to the people or not, but you experientially move into that state. So, I think this is enough. Not to go much.
Swami, talking about the Isha Brahmachari's physical aspects of sadhana. Actually, one of my friends was asking that the spine region of almost all the brahmacharis is very straight, just like a military person. So, can you tell something about that? What kind of sadhana they are doing? Just the physical aspects, so that their spine and the physical aspects, they are very.
I think in Isha Yoga, third day class, I am talking about 13th day class, they told one story and bringing the seashore wind, so breeze, pack it and send it to somebody, can experience. Like this, people talking about the brahmacharya, how Isha brahmacharya, because they see the people, they conducting themselves. They don't know individual struggles or individual things, what the support system is being there. So the question comes, I want to be like this. That's a good thing. Definitely. That only makes him to pursue for the higher thing. Okay. But also, it is not necessarily that somebody has taken up this path, you have to take up this path. Because the same, when you talk about brahmacharya, There are many definitions. I remember one of the Swami asked the question. Yesterday, Sadhguru, you said about brahmacharya is this. Now you added one more quality, one more quality. Then Sadhguru has replied it. As long as I exist, one more quality I can. So yes, truly, because when you pursue logically, yes, I got love, so I got perseverance, I got devotion. This is not the way that it works. Okay, you are devoted. That's all. What is being told for you, you just do. That's all it is being. So the problem of sadhaka generally is again and generally, it's not anything. Generally, a guru speaks on a general way for a public, which will be milder way because each various walks of people have been assembling. So each one can interpret their own way or take in their own way. They should not harm their life. So generally talking about the dimension, when the life is being not just food, eating, sleeping, this, then there is you have the possibility. There you should work on that. So that and then on the individual, when you take the Guru Shishya Paramparaya, then it becomes simply with Guru and the Shishya. What is being said for you is being there. So there are enough instances is being there. So what is being said for him, told for him, he will make it generalized because he will go, it works for him. It is natural. For me it works. You know, if I get a cold, you will get all the tools. All the tools that which works for you, you will give. You take this, you take that. And if I take all the medicine, then this will get. So you must know what works for you. That is by your experience. To some extent, any educated person can do it. It's not about comparatively whether I made it. There is no somebody is to prove. Okay, whether somebody acknowledges or not acknowledges, you are walking your path. Then if it has been clarity within you, then you don't look at. If you look at after no, he took it, he is standing in the Sirsasana, I have to sit in the Padahastasana, then I have to do Savasana. Because that is easy asana. No, for me, I am people, why I am saying Savasana, people, I have seen many people and I have been mentored, being a yoga teacher, how much time you giving for Savasana? When you do, you will give meticulously for Surya Namaskar, but you will not give that much time for the Savasana. In a day's, in day-to-day life schedule, when you have 2 hours, if you spend 2 hours, 40 minutes of Surya Namaskar and then pranayama, then 5 minutes just sleep. Now the stress will not be get back to the position. Slowly over the period, the damage is happening on the muscles and tissues. So Savasana is so equal. But we think it is a sleeping. If you sleep, that's no problem. When Shankaracharya, Adi Shankara is saying it, Atma Atvam Girijamadi Sloka, then Shiva Manasa says, he says what he says is, I am walking, that is my Parivrajaka. That is the pradakshina for you. I am keep on blah blah talking. That is the mantra for you, chanting your name. When I am tired, I am sleeping. That is Nidra Samadhi Sthiti. Because that is the state when I go into my Samadhi state. Yes, truly, if you sleep in 10 o'clock, by 9:30, 10 o'clock, you will go into the at the Brahma Muhurta, which is called Brahma Muhurta, means every creation in the world, in the planet, will go at least for 1 moment of sleepness. You see, many of the accidents will happen in the time of early morning, between 3:30 to 4:35, because all the day he been aware. In that moment, 1 second it will be. So, why the Brahma Muhurta sadhana has been said with one has to do. If awake on that moment, you are touching your travel, then you will be always awake, you are connected with that. So to practice that, but we push ourselves. We have to do morning 3 o'clock, then you will be feel sleepy. Fine. Slowly over your practice, your food pattern, your sadhana pattern, your thought pattern, your emotional pattern, slowly every single thing slowly manifests at different time. When time comes, whether you close your eyes, whether you sit yourself, still meditation happens with you. It's what the Samyama practices has been given. So now you want to become brahmacharya, then you want to become sannyasa. There is no end. But if you look at the path as a thing, yes, brahmacharya is not just you got married or not married. There are various definitions has been there, and there is various norms has been there for a brahmacharya. So it is a learning period. Being with Guru, a brahmachari should not possess anything of his own. Whatever he receives should be offered to the Guru, and Guru will decide what has to be gone for him. Are we on this? That we should see. When you become sannyas, then there is also hot for schools are in traditional sannyas and all. Very, very great. Nowadays, because we need all the 24/7, we are not able to be sadhana. So we need some activity because you will be sitting in one place, then gossip will happen, then the dissipations will happen. So many ways they will be what you are working for all the day. Then it will be 23 hours of traveling is not the point. One moment if you miss your awareness, there is a possibility of accident. Then whole effort is made. So engaging yourself on the day on something which will be enrichment. Otherwise, pratyahara, if your pratyahara happens, you turn inward. You don't need to look outside. But still for them, they said it, as Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, as long as one lives in the body, in the embodiment, he has to do the karma to follow his dharma. So he cannot escape from the karma, the action. Oh Arjuna, if you not follow the karma, then by seeing you, somebody will not perform, then that karma will come to you. So better for die for the dharma. All these years you followed it. So you are talking about the relationship or this way. Anyway, the people will die. But what you hold highest, if you not fight for it, if you not strive for it, then you will become lukewarm. You become that is more horrible than the death. Yes. So it is about following brahmachari. Yes, if you want brahmacharya, then Guru is been there, whom you call as a Guru, or whom you want to take up. When the Guru is taking that responsibility of disciple, then it is taken. Now the problem after Guru taken, when they want to their own things, then they will not listen. So what to do? So that's why the basic guidance is given. These days is been given basic guidance. They give individual flavor also. So if you call Sadguru, it's like mud. Mud is giving all its nutrition to every seed that has been planted here or comes here. So that which seed has make it blossom to that tree. So if you want to be like Sadguru, simply be volunteer. He has given simple tools. What else? But we want to do volunteering only at Isha, we said, not in our. That is our intention. Nothing wrong, at least to talk. Easy to comment anything. Okay. Tiruvulluvar says, Solludal yarkum eliva ariye solliyavan. That means easy to comment on somebody or something, but not to follow what is being said. If by this way, that is what Saranavavatu is mean. When the Shishya, when the disciple goes to you, please accept me as a disciple and guide me into the path. Now the Guru says, Sahanavavatu, Sahanavagunatu, Sahaviryam Karavave means you given me an opportunity that all my Guru, what has been said, to share with you. Whatever the lineages, from ages to ages, whatever his Guru said to him, whatever, I am sharing it. By this way, whether you get benefit or not, I am getting benefit of reminding myself to look at my journey, how to pursue my journey much better. So in that way, there are people who will serve their disciples much. They will not they will not make the disciples. I have Swami. I have seen them. They will make you to sit, and because you only given me the opportunity to share what I have or what I got with you. That's a privilege. There's such a wonderful people are there. That's a privilege I got it. So because of them, I'm sharing whatever I can. Yes, your question.
Swami, being a girl, there are a lot of obstacles in the way of spiritual journey. Just
Yeah.
So the question is, being at Isha Ashram, I have seen people finding couple in the Isha Yoga Center or whoever is volunteer of Isha. So there was something in me that, okay, I will not do that. I will find somebody who is not from Isha and I will see how is the struggle of doing practice. So, well, I do not know why I chose that, but it's something that, but being there, there is sometimes it comes, well, it would be better if I would done that. Not everybody, because many people ask us, why you have done this, why somebody is being married from Isha. There will be a problem in your life, you will not understand. So,
So all
sometimes
of them is already decided. Before you get into it, you will get problem.
yes, it is something, so many messages came to me like why. So there is no particular answer for me, but yes, sometimes being in the journey of marriage, I feel, well, they may be that sometimes. So there is a dilemma. There is a dilemma of leaving this and going into, okay, well, leave this, leave all the things and just go into some loss, lose yourself. But sometimes it's like, okay, well, I have chosen this. How can I do this? So I'm in the middle of that, and being a woman, there is a different, there is a different kind of
It's
expectation.
not because of being woman or being a man. Okay. You don't know the struggle of men, so you are telling about the struggle of men. Okay. And that's the thing. It's not being a woman. See, functioning with the world, with the people, it is different thing. Okay. As you have your idea of life, your choices, if your wishes, if you accept the other person will also have it, then you will sit in the negotiable table. The problem will come is I can have my wishes, but the other person should not have his wishes. That's the problem. So it is not about whether you marry somebody meditator or non-meditator. It doesn't matter in any sense. You for the marriage you must see that will he go for the job, will he earn the money, will he give whatever the money. If you see those things, I will see it's an intelligent of a woman. Okay. So you see whether he is meditator, he also sit in the meditation, you also sit in meditation, who will serve the food? Eh? In Isha Yoga Center, because somebody is cooking, you don't know the whether they do the sadhana or not. Yeah, I remember in my early days in 90s and all, if I go, there was a time it was been the firewood stoves. Okay, you should go and once you lit the fire, and especially in the rainy seasons here, all the things is wet. It will take another 1 hour by the time they will finish the practices and come. So those days I still remember. So if somebody is not doing it, then when they will get the food 10 o'clock, how your food will come to you? So we think that we are doing meditation, they have to serve for the food. I am getting questions, I am getting 3 people. I am doing such a meditation, Swamiji. I am doing meticulously 6 hours a day. Okay, do. So who will give food? My mother is not willing to serve. Why she has to serve? As your son, you did it your job. This is applicable for me also. I am arrogant with my mother, but I have not spoken it. I am not feel. I am just nodding. Still no. Okay. So working with a person is never being with a person 100%. They are not going to be perfect. Sadhguru said, no matter who you are with, it is 100% they will not be perfect. So as you have wishes, as you have dreams, desires, the other person also is being there, then you will sit and it is between 2 people. It's not like a sannyasi who have sit with 10 people who have to compromise everybody, convince everybody, only then the project will go. For you it is very simple. That too by willingness you are getting married. So what is the problem? Maybe you will scold, he will scold, Then after some time you will compromise some solution. What would be better for us? Because both of you talking from different angles, how to be live better. Yes, if the goals are different, then we can talk. Or if we talk about the goals that how to solve India-Pakistan problem, then that's a different. It's nothing problem. You may think that okay, this person is problem, but the other person who comes now, he will make a very good will for this old person. That's a proverb in the king. The newer king will make the old king has been very beautiful because that is hard. It's, when it's remind me, the question is very hard follow the rules. Very first day class will come. The people who does not want to follow the rules, they will run away to the Himalayas. You know, I maybe got one thing like that. Okay, so there you also follow the rules. Okay? Each one is been in their own way, maintaining my coolness, still make them into their own path, make them to realize their thing. Because being a sannyasi in the path of sannyas, be with the grahasthas, I should not become grahastha, they should not become sannyasi. It's a telling, nah, because they are already facing the problem of the house. So much responsibility, mother, father, children, loan, life insurance, everything. So they want to escape from that. They want to become sannyasi. Whereas the sannyasi who does not even get the bhiksha, who does not have the cook. So if somebody is there, so it's a two different dimension. Once you stick to consciously, you are taking a decision. You know, it is not Sadguru after Sadguru Jagivasdev or Isha, Brahmacharya or in Sannyasa is invented. It is for ages the people have been there in the past. What is been for you, you take it up. And when you take it up at your age, work it, make it happen. That is your responsibility or somebody's responsibility. It is your responsibility. Yes. So making that also, somewhere you feel I am not fall into sadhana. I am just fulfilling all the duties of woman or the family. How can I spend the time? Where is my mukti? This is the question people comes in mind. Because you are comparatively, you see, I am not doing sadhana. Sadhguru very beautifully said, what you doing if you do in kitchen, it is because of you doing kitchen, you doing in the toilet maintenance, everything, temple, in the yoga center. I am able to speak in the United States, UNESCO, UN, something. So everybody needs to function in the world. Every aspect is required. So when you be in your family, that it is for you have to manage, create all the things for you. Then for me, I have chosen to come here, to be here. Now can I complain nobody is serving to me? I only choose, no? So as I have my freedom, as I have my liberty, as I have my responsibility, I also have the things, how managing my, I think is this path, no? What is there to complain or blame? But and that situations, when I go there, when I struggle, when I this, when that moment only realize it, still I have to work out myself. Yes. So if I am one of the, I am just one among the thousands of crores of volunteers. Yes, that's how I started my journey. Later, every single thing comes to responsibility. Nowadays also I didn't give it to you. When he asked it, okay, nothing goes. So we want to create a sadhana kendra. We want people to come into the place where the Sadguru Shri Brahma has been lived. So maybe that activity kept me alive to move further, to create something. Whether I make use of it or I be there, nothing. But that idea of creating make me intact, to be focused, to be sensible, to be responsible. Is it not benefit? So whether I made it or not, that's depending on so much of aspect. Yes, so much factors has to come. But striving to live that makes your liveliness. No? without complaint, without blame. So, Grahastha Ashrama Dharma is the highest Dharma. Sannyas Sthiti is the highest. So, Sannyas Sthiti can come even to the Grahastha. Better example, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is not, Janaka Maharaja is not. So, it is not about socially, yes, some conducive support system is been there. For each person it's been different way. For you, at least your husband is taking care. He is ready to give ATM any amount, whatever he goes through. No matter what he goes through, he doesn't care. So, is it not the time serving to Guru or serving to husband is both are same? The devotion is same. In our tradition, Varamahalakshmi Puja is been, now this month is going to happen in South India. It will be Varamahalakshmi Puja. In the Varamahalakshmi Puja, they will call the invite the Varamahalakshmi. They take the husband as the Guru. With their Guru only they will Diksha, they will bed. Whereas in the Sri Vidya Sadhana, they take the Devi as in the form of the woman. She will be the Guru for the husband. So, it is not about Guru, it is about you becoming disciple. When you offer yourself, there are Satyavan Savitri. You know the story of the Savitri who brought his husband from, from Yamadharmaraja. You know, when the sannyas initiation, traditionally when we go, we give up the Gayatri and we take up the Savitri. This is symbolism. Savitri is given the Mrityunjaya. She conquered even the Mrityunjaya. The sannyas is a state where he conquered the body, he conquered the Mrityu, even the death. Beyond the death his journey is big. So that's why we call as the sannyas is for the mukti. But just by serving to Guru, just by we be with the Guru, you can attain mukti, because if you know it's not a dissolution or dissolving, like Titanic people, they went in the the bottom of the sea, they got, so it's not, when you distance from your identity, you are functioning from your identity, but still you are distancing from your identity, and be as a Shivanga, you say Shivanga, Ishanga, all this is being done. That means I'm just one more. Somebody is thinking I'm just executing. The responsibility is without responsibility I can conduct it happily. That's enough. What else you want? Or you can take charge, at least responsibility for your joyfulness and happiness and arogya. That's the very first day class of Isha Yoga. If you not take the responsibility for the whole world, at least for your arogya, at least for your happiness, why not we can take up responsibility? Wherever you are going to work. Yes, in Isha Yoga Center we are not going to spare. They also you have to work. In fact, much more than what you have been doing, because that gives meticulously you are working it. It will give Sadhguru once told all the people work meticulously. Like you should not go on to the bed and sit and sleep. You should fall in. Just the body has to fall. That's all. So he put one time people to try that. So if you work like this, now don't try that, because if you tell that, then I have to take it. From Kalimath to Uttarakhand, very difficult. No, I know this is. I am not joking it. The people is if you whatever is being said to you, whatever your Guru said for you, you live healthy, arogyam ayur, arogyam aishwarya. That's the sankalpa. Yes. I think I answered the question of yours, sannyas also. Yes. Okay. Is there if you have any question?
Swami, just now you talked about activity and the sadhana, both simultaneously, and you also talked about creating some sadhana kendra or something like that. Can you please elaborate what are the possibilities for those people who want to come in the Himalayan region? because those Isha volunteers or meditators who want to do something like sadhana in the Himalayan region, there is no accommodation available, no facilities like Isha Ashram in the Coimbatore Road, Bangalore. So, is there any kind of possibility that they can come and get your sanidhya or be with you or something like that? Because you also already mentioned that Agastya Muni also came here and Sadhguru Sri Brahma also traveled this place. So, is there any possibility like that? Can you please elaborate a bit?
See, sadhana kendra, there are the people, the problem with even Sadhguru said it in Skanda Hall, he said it. You teaching about various yoga, this, that, and all. So is the people like Ramana's work and all not manifested? I think somewhere that question is about Ramana. So why you need of new methods, this, that? For that, the Sadhguru answered is, I am not remember the question, but something in this line. Still, I could get it. Ramana did his work. Still, he is doing his work. Okay, because of you read about Ramana and all this thing, he brought you to the doorstep of the Sadhguru. Now, you want to still carry the Ramana and you don't follow the Sadhguru. He did his job. Now it is you to do the job. Okay, so creating a sadhana kendra or be there, we can create. There are people who has to be maintained. One. So each one today I know there are people here. They want to be in sadhana. Somewhere they read, they studied in the Isha classes, various things I know. I kept somewhere there. These people came in contact, but they will not listen anything. They will worship, oh Swami, you are from Isha, this, that, and that. But they will not listen me. Not as a Isha sannyasi, at least as a sannyasi. Because they will not listen. They came out of the Isha Yoga Center. That's why, because they think all these people who are in, I think, is not following the Sadhguru's vision. I myself heard all these things. So, how do you know that? I know some of the people. I said, you go to the job. No, I want to. So, Isha Yoga Center. If you go to for a, why do you go to Isha Yoga Center? If you go for a company, you are working for company. And you will not obey the what manager says, what the MD says. You want to do your own things. And you will say, company is not allowing me. Company is paying salary for you to do your own things. That's definitely not. So these people, their understanding, because they read it from videos and books and Sadhguru satsangs somewhere. So they want to do that. Now if I do 10,000 Kapalapatis, I will get immediate mukti. Problem. But in which context he said, where he said it. So you read it book and you just come, I will not follow the rule. I am village. Sometimes yes, is it this for me perfect? But at the same time, there are people, the real longing. They don't have the close proximity of being with Guru. So somewhere they're searching it. So when they see the people who live with got the opportunity, they see, I didn't need it. So for them, yes, it's possible. And today, when they have been in the world of 24/7, work from home, after the COVID, it becomes 24/7. Especially in the financial thing has been going on. Yes, we can create some tools, something at least. Whether it is beneficial for them or not, it will be certainly beneficial for me because I don't need to pay the rent and I don't need to think about that. So it is a selfish reason, not just a selfish reason. It's also That's the only gratitude I can offer for all the beings who shared their time, their wisdom, their knowingly or unknowingly, they made me. So I cannot go and search and say thanks to everybody or this. So it is my wish, a place where the Sadguru Shiv Brahma has been walking, a tapasya, where Sage Agastya Rishi has been headed, at least without business plans. And it is a small sadhana kendra, at least for a small thing. Rest things, when they come for a program or yatra, we can take up all the things. We don't need to go into huge maintenance aspects. But a small putting, just because it is in some place is been there, we are able to talk. So like this Himalaya, still, even though the advanced technology, transportation has been there, still Himalaya is a dream for many people. Unaffordable, maybe if they come. So because of somebody given a small room and kept me for a life for 12 years without expectation, maybe as a human you might have that. So today I am sitting and talking. What I can give to you, giving my life at the best, and if I create a possibility for those people so that they can come, they can enrich some little bit of improvisation or understanding or the sadhana in there happens. In that way, if I get to be a volunteer, it's a privilege and blessings that I have. Yes, Gupta Kashi, in many ways, also a place. So many things has been there. Now she takes the step and she says it okay. Of course, little bit affordable. But you imagine 30,000 rupees per month if you have to spend. Earning that rupee itself is very big thing. You know, because all the month, whether you be there or not, you have to pay the rent, you have to pay the things, then only. See, we may talk from our devotion. I am sannyasi, you have to pay. These people are village, they don't even, I hear from the 2013 floods, for more than 20 years, they not even gone to the Rudraprayag. There are girls, they don't know any word except Kalimath. If they come to Kalimath, that's been there. So such people are there. So when the people are coming here, like the Danikandi, tribal people have got something improvement of their life. So when the people come somewhere, maybe Gupta Kashi has been the central hub to connect with all the villages, because the network on the transportation way is been there. So from there, other things maybe pop up, or somebody can take responsibility, because sadhana is been just enhancing yourself and enriching others who are be with them. Okay, so yes, that's a place. If a team of people can join, then now we have to go like the procedural things is been there. That's it. Yes.
So basically, I have general questions for Instagram. Like we have Aka here. There was a question from one Aka. He was asking how to become a brahmachari as a girl.
Brahmacharini is the
Brahmachari.
yes, the goddess name. One of the name of Devi is Brahmachari. For a brahmacharya, there is no manner in functioning. We are being done. As a social thing, we have to function. For the state, it is not so. You are be with Guru, that's all. You become Guru. What is being said to you, there are now, it is not the first time brahmacharis. If you talk about Isha, not the first time brahmacharis or brahmacharis. There are people like very senior people are there. They made all the struggles. They made it beautiful for very effortlessly for this. So what else you do? So You have to get your parents' permission. Or if you got married, that people don't know, many of them. They think that if they want to become brahmachari or sannyasi, that the whole world has to support. No, no. Earning that support is also your part of job. Okay. So if you want to move the spiritual, that's the main. Many of the people understanding. This will become harder. They going into grasta, this is harder. Going for job, this is harder. So if you feel hurdle, then someday you will going to give it up. Listen, if you want to pursue the path with the clarity, with the devotion, with the shraddha, bhakti, only it can manifest. Your parents, even my mother, she thought about I live healthy and joyful, whatever the way that I don't know. So that's her concern. No? Being a mother, if that is not her concern, then what is the point? Somebody is not going to see. Even my guru, if you say whoever it may be, if it's a guru or if the people who are being said, am I living healthy, joyfully? That's the concern. I can't discard that. It's my responsibility to take my life into my responsibility. Make sure that with your trust, with your this, I should make it happen. Earning that trust is also possible. It's also without even earning that, how I can become brahmachari. In a Tamil there is a பொருள் இல்லார்க்கு இவ்வுலகம் இல்லை, அருள் இல்லார்க்கு அவ்வுலகம் இல்லை. What that means, if you not earn the wealth, you cannot live here. If you not earn the grace, you will not get the abode of divine. So, they are not talking about the wealth or the grace. They are talking about, in the Tirupati, it has been said, what is the topic? Even to earn the materialistics, like the sophisticated, whatever the luxury are this, one need perseverance, one need passion to work, dedication, perseverance, and for him time has to support, he has to have the skillfulness. To earn this, all this thing is, so many factors is been needed. If a person who does not earn all these things, where he can earn the grace? So, it's not about brahmacharya. Today various Sarada Mat is giving brahmacharya for the girls for years. There are Sarada Mat is famous, and even Isha has been there. These days available various things, sannyasis, brahmacharis available. You stick to one guru, who you want to do. Then to ask him if he accept you as a disabled, then just serve him. That's the actual part. You have to ask somebody if he or she accept you as the disabled, then you should serve him. For every year, 12 years you should serve him. If you have Shraddha, Bhakti, your patience, your perseverance, unaltered Bhakti is been there, then other mantras. Slowly, then by the time if you be patient with the Guru for 12 years, just simply be with him, whatever he says. You keep aside of the logic. I think you don't need a penny. There is Annamalai Swamigal in the Ramanashrama. When they went to Ramanashrama, there was a time building is been happening. He asked, "No, you take care of the building." Just he builded the building. He builded this. One day they sent him Annamalai Swami outside. The administration sent him out. So he went and told Ramana, they sent me out. Oh, they sent you out? Okay, go. He didn't say anything. If the administration sent you out, you go. Then said, there are people, they in that gufa, there are in sadhus, they have been. So, indicated where you should go. You will come. And when he did tapasya, one day Ramana visited the place. Suddenly, Annamalai Swamigal is being sitting in the home. Guruji, come, please come. You only should not come to the ashram. I can come to your place. So, and another example, if you want to say, Ramakrishna order, Swami Jnanananda, I think Swami Brahmananda. So he visited on the Ramakrishna ashram. There was a manager who has been managing the ashram. He is also serious. So he is like about this boy brahmacharya. He is not put into so many other things, not looking at accounts, all these things. I sent him to make you brahmachari, not to make accountants. He said it. So this boy has been so proud of because Guru has saved him. Then he said that boy, come, let's go and sit in your room and talk. No, no, Swami, please give me 1 minute, I will clean up. Then he said, you must be, as a disciple, you must be always on toes when your Guru comes. If it is ugly, let it be ugly. That's all. That's all. Whom you are going to find. So, a disciple, Swami Brahmananda says, a disciple should be always wait for the darshan of Guru. Because even I can point out Sadhguru's thing. Sadhguru himself says, if you be with me one moment, I can reach you in so many ways, million ways beyond your logic. Yes or no? And he said, if you, whomever you be with in front of you, see him as Sadhguru, I make it as an experience. What else you statement? You don't believe me. Okay, don't trust me. At least trust his words. If you call him as Guru. Otherwise he is one more person in the planet, one more organization. Guru means there's only relation. That's all. Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha is a sloka that you are singing. That means if you are looking about the convenience of brahmacharni or brahmachari, then that's different aspect. But if you look at for the path, then it is you should walk on your path. You should manifest your path. Once you start one step, then 10 steps he will make you follow. The responsibility is yours. Whether you make it happen in this lifetime or in 10 lifetimes, that's all.
There was another Anna, he was also from Shahada Yoga training. He was asking, how was your encounter with Sadhguru? Because you are mentioning about
How?
your encounter with Sadhguru.
In connect.
How was your
Contact.
encounter with Sadhguru? First encounter with Sadhguru. I guess he wants you to try once again.
I don't know. It's not me encounter. It's he graced his darshan. And I already written about this experience of 2nd August 1983 in my blog. So, if you encounter Sadhguru, if you know he is your Guru or Sadhguru, you cannot unless he reveals. It is not the question itself wrong, as if suddenly after 20 years, 30 years, I am encountered. From the day one I walked, he is been there. Just for the Janmantaras, because of the Purva Janmas, because of his grace and this. It is his compassionate heart, not leaving us every time following to make sure that however we deviate, however we dilute, however we this, that is. Even before I see Jaggi Vasudev, I use the name Jaggi Vasudev as a person, as a human. I see people. In fact, if I want to mention the time period exactly 1989, in the period of something, I don't know. I thought somewhere I reached my dreams of things. Many things that happened, I shared very, very few. There is, there's an indication, Satyam, when you speak the truth, Devi says. No, she is the only Sakshi. Yes, it is not when you go on Shakta, when you go in the Devi, it's an every single thing will speak. So that is an indication. Thanks. That's a blessing of Devi. You spoke the truth. No, it's not just the bell sound. She says it. Aisha. That's a blessing. No? Maybe it's my interpretation as logically you say. That the interpretation is beautiful, na? Huh? Unless distorted interpretation is been there. Something is beautiful. Huh? Whether somebody is lover or not, it doesn't matter. I love her, that's all. That's all it matters. It's not about the person. It's about your. So, encounter it's a guru. This word has come because of the when encounter the enlightened. The book they titled now. That's not the thing. That's a trust on him. That trust is because of his trust on him. Simple human being. I know what's the difference 30 years. This, I still after it. I don't know how far I'm taking when I take the Sadhana Kendra and I talk about the Sadhana Kendra. At least she has some plan. Okay. I don't have any plan. But all plans will work as they. It is her plan. It is their plan. What I see. Okay. So I don't need to work for it. So if you ask again for authentication, how do you say Swami? Then Sadhguru in the Swandaha itself he said, if you conduct yourself in such a way, I'll make sure Shiva to come here and clean the floor. Then he's been such a way. Why I need to? I just surrender and just stand again. From there to interview comes, from interview to other thing I can't go.
So, for sure, Sadhguru trusted you, in many ways. So there's another question that's coming. How is he initiated if he's not living in the ashram as a sannyasi? What kind of sadhana Sadhguru initiated on him? And what's the plan for life now? What's the vision? As he's not in the ashram fulfilling Sadhguru's dreams.
I didn't get this part. Repeat.
So I'll repeat again. What is the plan for life now? And what's his mission? As he's not in the ashram fulfilling Sadhguru's dreams.
How he concluded I'm not in the ashram. How do you know that I'm not in the ashram? What is mean by ashram? Are you saying just the 14 acres land? Or organization? Ashrama, the word is been niyama. Grahastha ashrama means the niyama. Sannyas ashrama means it's a niyama. How he knows that somebody is in the ashram or not in the ashram? That's my guru. How to say? And Guru's Mano Vyakya. So these are all interpretations. So what is my vision? What is the vision of a disabled except to serve for a guru? If I have my own vision, then why I need to become disabled? I am not a disabled. I am still striving to become disabled. whatever I perceive, because of his presence and absence and so many things, the qualities and attributes for the disabled ship, if I attain 1% in my life, that is his grace. So you talking from the physical, you somebody's ashram, somebody left the brahmacharya and take the sannyas or married. Why not a brahmachari can marry? From brahmacharya ashrama to the grahastha ashrama, when you say it, your Sadguru itself said it. So why not he can move to the thing? He is not cheating. And it is between Guru and the disabled. Anyway, that's a separate question is been there. We will talk about that. So that question is not relevant. So he thinks that I am not in the ashram. So I am in the ashram means I am in my discipline. For the Isha Yoga Center is not for the brahmacharis and sannyasis. It is for the people to pursue their sadhana, to think. Brahmacharis and sannyasis, they just for Sadguru. They are just be there, but they pursue as the Guru's wish, as the Guru Agya. It's been each one doing some department. Whatever be the thing is been doing it. Sometimes they are in sadhana, sometimes they are in the things. So as the Guru is instructed through the administration or somebody, they are following it. So there is no hierarchy of this. All the people has been the Guru. When the Guru is been there, maybe after that maybe hierarchies may become. He has been there. So because that is also in terms of the administration purpose. Because why we the senior people will be kept in here the closeness of the proximity of the Guru. See, he knows that he may guide the other people will be better thing. Yes, that's a sensible way to work in the function in the world ashram, because it's an entity to function. It's not about individual. So if all the brahmacharis are sannyasis, they don't need anything. If they go for the forest, live like me, will you come and take it up? You need to salary. How much salary you pay? They dedicated their life. I go down to all the brahmacharis and sannyasis of Isha, not because I got it. Because of them, I got a privilege. Because of them, they are part of it. Whether they experience whatever I experienced or not, I don't know. But without them, I am not. And they have great people. They have something to offer to their Guru. Whereas I don't have anything. So I just say, at least let me strive. What is this? When the life is happening at the best, everything when is ready to thing is been there. So I wrote a letter. Yes, give me the permission. Unfortunately now 12 years. And he also graced. Here also they given the darshan. Come back in Isha Center and to bowl the cricket ball to Sadguru. I walked all over India for 1 year. It's not that ball or cricket has been so important. You have the photo and Sadguru having the bat on the other side with this thing in 2004. 1 year Parivrajaga with silence, with cave, with one single dhoti, the same mountains Himalayas. I slept in the roads. I don't even know him. Nothing I didn't. I just be silent. Even Tendulkar bowled him. Tendulkar hit the ball. But Tendulkar, the godman of cricket, does not get that opportunity what I got in as a shishya, as a disabled, as a volunteer, as a thing, what I got it to Sadguru. Not emotional. So you say somebody is in ashram, somebody is not in ashram. That is your perception. When your Guru Puja says Guru is everywhere, Guru is omnipresent, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Rasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. When you say Guruve Sarvalokanam Vishadevarayanam Rasmai Shri Dakshinamurti, all the slokas talks about Guru. I left my Guru. whether I left my Guru or Guru has not left me. No, I may be a fool, yes, I left him, but he has not left me. He still be compassionate and still be guiding through you. For me, I am talking to you not because of my wisdom or knowledge or anything. If I be with my Guru, if I be with Sadguru, that's how I am. He knows what I talk, what is my limited knowledge, what I limited experience, all these things. But it has with many Swamijis, with Abori Swamiji, Aboris, with Sanyas, it's happened. So all the time I thought about I have no other person, any person in my life. So I am not talking with somebody. I am talking, yes, if I am wrong, he can correct me. He will correct me. When he comes and stands in before it, there is a proverb in Tamil. Peyen ninne ariyum arivudamda. Abhirami Bhatta is a devotee of Devi who sings out, "Oh Devi, you given the Gyan that it is you only came and presented in front of me." That's Gyan, that's the vision. It's because of Guru, not because of my eyes. I am still ordinary. Yes, somewhere something, if it makes for the trust, whether I manifest it or not, at least if I strive, if it makes him happy, little bit, that's my just thing all is creation, not me. Me just a small tool. Even Sadguru does not need Sushanta. Sushanta needs Sadguru. Understand? The name when the Yoga Bhatta is given, they kept the same name. They could have been same in Paramahansa Sanya. They kept the same thing. That's all because I didn't see. I mentioned him also, email. Did he say the response? Guru's that without his knowledge, without his blessings, without his grace, the same word as Buddhi, as Shakti, I told him in front of him also, I am telling here also. Without that, nothing manifests in my life. Only thing I know, that's the mantra. I don't know any other sadhana. I am not like yoga, which sadhana. I'm very happy. I commented it. At least you got sadhana. No, it may be not a word. You don't know the word of that, the word that you be. Somewhere you are in the track. No matter how you go, wherever you go, which dharma you take out, it doesn't matter. Everything is part of manifestation of who you need to be. It is your understanding and your, comparison. You thinking that whether I am going in right path, that's nice. Because that doubt makes you to walk and with little bit awareness, little bit humbleness, little bit of, consciousness. Otherwise, I am yogi, no. Nothing wrong, I am yogi. That's also problem. You should become. That makes the avaris have been there. I mean, I am yogi, I am sure. Yes. That's good. Because that's only for that Guru is working. But before Guru is working. Yes.
Swami, just to dilute the conversation, talking about the traditional uniform of sannyasi, can you explain a few things, just like the mala, the dress code, if we can differentiate brahmachari and a sannyasi. Sannyasi has something on his head also. Can you elaborate a few things?
So your question has a lot of things.
Yes.
So what is first thing I need to do?
First thing,
You talk of the both,
yes.
or you are talking about the traditional dress,
Yes, if we can,
or you talking about the Panchakacha dress of the Isha? What I need to do?
because in Isha there is a different uniform, and if you go by the traditional uniform, in many pictures we can see just like Adi Shankaracharya, they have a different dress code. So
It's not dress code.
what is the relevance of that dress?
It's not dress code. Sloka says Ekam Nityam. So when you take the sannyas, speaker, there is no giving sannyas speaker. Traditionally, when you take, there are various things people will be. So when we wear two clothes, like sannyasi should not wear, if you go to Nag Baba, Nag Baba should not wear any stitch work. And it's like you be just like Naga. As if Naga means a snake, if it is been there, you will not feel its presence unless it moves. Like that, you hide yourself within yourself. Just be there. When you singing Mano Buddhi Ahankara Chitta Ninaham, I am not mind, I am not Buddhi, I am not Buddhi. Like this, you turning inward, you be it. When you take sannyas, the traditional way, Sadhguru explained in the book in the Encounter and Enlightenment. So they used to do the procedures. Here in Isha, it's an energy process when Guru is happening through him. So we not follow as per the thing that Guru is being there. In external, other thing also Guru is being there. But each one, there are Udasina Akada is there, so many Akadas are there, so many processes. Each one Guru, they initiate the people to the person what this path is been, whatever their path. So only Shankaracharya gives all the path. And very rarely people like Sadhguru who open up all the paths. He already said it in the Bhakti Yoga also here, Jnana Yoga also here, Kriya Yoga also here, Karma Yoga also here. That's a big thing when a Guru creates this. Brahmacharya also be here, Sannyasis also be here, Samskriti also be here, Grahastha also be there, Vanaprastha also be there. So it's called Parnashala. So what is meant by Parnashala means? It's a Parnashala. The word Parnashala means the presence of Guru, where the sadhakas of different walks of the place, they come and they do the sadhana as Guru leads them. That one will not become next one. A brahmachari should not become a grahastha. A grahastha should not become, but a contemporary exposure of all walks of life will be get, so that the application of the Vedanta, when you read about you functioning in the world, will be much more useful to the society. Or if you see the traditional people, the Nag Babas in the Kedar, they have been very good sadhakas. But just the Guru said, they have been ready to spend. But people see it because of their conversation, their knowledge is not there, language is not there, their technique is not there. They talk about whatever the Puranas they establish. Or they will take the Chilam. We see only through the externally we see. We see these are all the not people. It happened for many people, many times, even with me. Among the Isha meditators itself. So when the Dhyanatra comes, I will sit along with the people, be there. You know, when people give the money, I will not say, okay, give it to me. There was a Swami. So with him, nobody will disturb me. So he will be like protector for me also. And I'll be just in the side. So once some brahmachari comes from India, he recognizes him. The people will come, oh, you are Isha, I am Tade. What is this? So, Isha is an entity. A sannyasi is a sannyasi. He follows his guru. Yes, you follow your guru. So, are you acknowledging sannyas or the social? When your guru comes, he acknowledges all the sadhus they are sitting. It is not about giving money or taking blessing. It's not so. Somebody they want to give an some donation. I've been just like next to him. So she wants to give the money to him. Okay. He placed on the bowl, and this person have the basma. So he wants to give the basma to him. She refused it. No, 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 no. Then whatever the money he said, take it, go. I don't need it. The Shastra says sannyasi is Shivaswara. That's why Narayana Swami. Narayana means Narayana, Om Namo Narayana, Hari Om, all these things is been said. Why they say, I become Shiva, so I paripalan Narayana. That means Vriddhi. This Jnana also have Vriddhi. It has to enrich all the world, like the river enriches all the pathway, it enriches life. So, next coming to the headband. Because if you have the good hair, you can do the jadamuti. Like he has been good. Okay. But many people after some ages, means sometime bald head will be there. They are still sadhakas. So sometime when you if bald head, there will be somebody they cannot doing intense sadhanas or sometimes they may leave it. So when the sannyasi left his body, on the top of it they place the salagram and they do the abhisheka and they place him into the adhisthana. That means he is pure consciousness. When living his body itself, he is not attached with his body or thoughts or emotions or anything. He functions through all that. But it's a symbolism that Narayana Smriti means he become divine, he become pure consciousness. So the place will elevate other person's sadhanas when you be the adhishtanas. So one has to do, some people in the North India, it is not a place where the people, so they will immerse into the Ganga. They will put in a box and put it into, make the body into down and put it on the basma, vibhuti, and make some stones so that it should not come out. So the Panchabhuta will go to the Panchabhuta. So that turban is Isha has been turban is differentiate who is brahmachari, who is sannyasi. That's one reason socially you can identify. Second thing is been there, is the main thing is been there. During that sadhana, there is a possibility for them to left the body. So they given the ring, they given this. But in case, if you go to the traditional sannyasis, they will remove all this. Because you put sannyas, you leave it. Once you take sannyas, once you initiated into sannyas, there is no, its initiation is happening here. He sits in the park. Sadhguru is told somewhere, I read it. He says, I have initiated people into the sannyas, path of sannyas. When they attain His grace, if they work whole lifetime, maybe at the end of their lifetime or the next lifetime somebody will come and attain that. It's called, we call it as that. So he spoke somewhere, I don't know. But I heard, I don't know. So sannyas, now people approaching sannyas are that they forget they want to become disabled. If you become disabled, whether you sannyas or samsar or brahmacharya, you don't care about it. For a disabled, it's just serving to Guru, being with Guru is most beautiful thing. And that's enough. I have seen people in my Parivaraja, they will call, literally they will call, okay Shiva, yes Shiva, you do Shiva. He will become Shiva, he still become ordinary human. Because we pursue through him as the Sadhguru is very good. Why I am saying Sadhguru? Because it's easy for you to relate and authenticity. As I said, when you call somebody as Swami, you remind yourself you need to attain them. Stay. You should work out yourself to be on the sadhana. That's the Guru Anakara.
Madhurji, there's one interesting question comes just now from also Hunter Gidisher, my friend. Uh, who can take sannyasa if it was explained by Sadhguru? Normally, when astrologers see one's kundalini in Hindu way of life, they say this child has sannyasa yoga. That means a possibility of sannyas. Can people take sannyas who don't have sannyasa yoga?
Can
Can people take sannyas who don't have sannyasa yoga?
possibility is there. When possibility is reversed, generally people who believe astrology, yes, through your karmic things, prarabdha karma, that only will manifest. So whatever be the possibility is there, that only we can make it up. By in the Tamil, there is a thing, mantratnala manga varavikkum. That means, because of chanting the mantra, you cannot make the tree to give the fruit of mango. The tree should have the possibility to create the mango. Now, by adding the external stuff of urea, nitrogen, this, that, you can make good mango at the earliest. So, whether you go by the astrology or by the whatever is your prarabdha, whatever your possibility, that only will manifest, no matter what it is. But there is exception. A rule always has the exceptions also. Okay. If you give yourself, your guru can set the direction of the life. That is what we call as the initiation. It does not mean that tomorrow itself they attain the state of brahmacharya or sannyasa. He sets you into the direction. He sets up your energies into that thing. If you follow what is being told for you, then you will be on the track. Otherwise, your karma will take it, but still you cannot go as it is, because that setting up direction, however you go, you cannot escape from that. Maybe after your karma is over, you will be falling. So it is like, for a simple understanding sake, before you come here, you created it. That's why I say, when you come with me, if you have an agenda, you go and work on your agenda. Because however I put it, whatever I say, you will work out. So right now she creates an agenda. Okay. Now if you put, no, this is best place, this is best food, this is better accommodation, however you say, her mind is being, because I need to work on that, I need to work on that. That's the nature. Okay. So you go there. There will be a point come, exhaust will happen, frustration will happen, because you are going externally. Okay. When the point of exhaustion, when the thing is being done, now your guru will always kept on top if you keep the basic things have been there. So gently and subtly the reminders will come.
The ring means it's true.
It does not mean if you drink it is not, whatever rest is not true. Okay. But
There were silent ring bells.
this is God. That's why I said you relate now with the Sadguru's word. If you allow me, if you be with me totally, I will reach you in million ways beyond your logic. So how do you know that? Because your God of Sadguru is been with the turban, with the, all these things. That's your idea. Nothing wrong, because the photos is the person is. Yes. Even my idea. If I read it, it's not an encounter. I written about this experience also in my blog. It's a good idea to tell them. There are people. After some experience, be with him, I felt like him, be with God, like such. So I told him, Swamiji, I please pardon me. Why, in my prostration, when I going down, I should, for whatever the experience that I go through in past 2 days, I should take you as my guru and simply obey the orders. But in my mind, my mother means already there is it. In experience, there is a form is also there. Similarly, guru means it's been there. So, pardon me, I do with 100% involvement my namaskar, but it is for not taking you as a guru and not obeying, bless me. That I did it. This happened 2013. Without those people, I am just nothing. He will not show his face in the camera. Because for a person who visits through the camera, by this time, if you put the video, why Swami is not Isha Sannyasi, why is not been turban, why is not wearing shirt, why is being like this, you will see externally how I am. Yes, why this many big Rudraksha? This Rudraksha has big story. This thing has big story. I never wear Rudraksha for 25 years. Even now, it has been there. This all the Rudrakshas has been have some story. So these are all the people, whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter. I don't get whether I am the Sakshi for this. And you asked about the dress code. This is not a dress code. Let me finish this question and come. So I think I answered this question. Like we deviated.
So there's other questions. Just a question, it's more personal maybe. How he feels living away from the ashram is actually the answer. What type of diet he consumes, as the north and south diets vary because you're South Indian.
I am looking for cooking person because I cannot cook as Agni Tyag has been opened. So I am looking for a person. Yes, I told I invited her also. But she's been having some, she has given, not agenda, she has got something, let her do that. Somebody has to do that also, because it's needed here, whatever the children's education is. Wherever they are, if you serve for a guru or if you serve for Devi, as long as you are not harming yourself and not harming others, that's fine. Okay. So, yes, there is a place where we have taken up because of people, some people, some Swamijis, we have taken up some shelter. So anyone who can cook and who can do sadhana, who will not disturb me in listening stories, make me to write more books or experience, most welcome. Because penning down all these experiences, whatever I got, whether it is a Parivrajaka or whether it is making my Kumbh Mela, Kumbh, or being with Sadhguru. Those things, in some way, it strengthens same person. It is his privilege. He has given me, blessed me to experience him as a guru. That dimension is because of him. So I want every person to experience him as a possibility for that. I don't know what to do for that. And I not even know what I did for that. So both are true. But yes, it's time. If you not carry your wish, if you give yourself to somebody, then that possibility naturally will manifest. Whether you give yourself 100%. You said, Sadhguru said, whoever is in front of you is Sadhguru only. So see him as Sadhguru. That's all. Life has been, all the problem is solved.
Swamiji, there's another interesting question which I was not aware of. And probably many of Isha meditators, especially, and those who know Madhur.
Let me go this cloth, this before we answer it. So this is when you take sannyas in the tradition. They will be happening in water. Even in Isha it will be happening in water. All the Brahmacharya Diksha is there. So in the presence of here we remove all the things, whatever being ornaments. That mantra, the Shastra says, I am taking sannyas. I am speaker. That means I am renouncing all these things. That mantra should not be uttered 3 times. The people who reciting 2 times only one person will say, the third time somebody will say. Because third time if he says, he becomes sannyas. Then maybe they are in grahastha, they have responsibilities. One should. After the grahastha, then you should come for vanaprastha, then only you should come for the sannyas. Or in this, between that there is a phase called yatra. So from the 48 to 60 they have to go for the yatra. It prepares yourself because you fulfilled all your family duties of responsibilities. The children is gone. By 24 if you get married, these days it's not applicable, but generally you see. 24 if you get married, by 48 your children will take over your responsibilities. So you can go travel to some places, sacred places, it will prepare you in this way. By the time 60 you are reuniting yourself. So it prepares you. Now the bandha is been totally different. So you pursue, start the vanaprastha for another 12 years. That means live in the forest with less of responsibilities, less of commitments. Still there is there. So there you can educate yourself with the Guru in the presence of Guru, so that at the 72 they may enter into the path of sannyas. There are very few people, they straight away go to sannyas. So in the process of sannyas, when they take, they remove all the clothes, everything, what the clothes, ornaments, whatever it is there, and after they say, they remove every single thing and then take sannyas and then walk nakedly towards north. 7 steps you should walk towards the north. Why it is towards north? In this tradition, walking towards north means it is amount to death. Kailash is being north. Go to it. So literally you die. So when you come up, all the people are standing in that. When you come up with the nakedness, you should not be feel ashamedness also. Shameless also. No? It is very difficult for a man or anybody to drop the shameness, because somewhere the logic is been there. Yeah. So if he be in his logic or in emotional or in the thought, he may not able to do. So he just dwelling within himself. So now he become that. Now he is ready to go. He become that somewhere the state has come. He well-grown man. He been renounced everything. Not been. Now Guru gives him piece of cloth, kaupina, and a piece of cloth, because he is not having the thing to tie up also for make the Swadhisthana bandha. So with the same cloth, there is no two in his life. There is only Guru is there. Only Guru Nama is there. Nothing else. He don't have any relationship. He does not have anything else. That is what brahmacharya, that's what sannyasa. Brahmacharya is the process of meditating. So it mentions only single cloth. The same cloth, I cut it, make it kaupina also. Make it the tie up for the kaupina also. So Muladhara bandha, Swadhisthana bandha and Manipuraga bandha, it's happened because of that. So it is a single cloth. That means life is only one purpose. Just listen. just mukti. No more sankalpa. So only Guru, just Guru, that's all. No more Upadesha, no more mantra, nothing is been there. Whatever, all the Vedas, all the things that he recited, he learned out, he give it up. He has been only chanting with Guru Namasthana. Bas, that's enough for him. Nothing else he can do. But whether he makes it or not, that is again the doors only open. Still the sthiti has to experientially, like the sage like Sadashiva Brahmendra, when you've been to that, like such a people have been, that's called Avadhuta Sampradaya or Sadguru Sampradaya. Sadguru or Avadhuta Sampradaya means they have been not scholars, they will be simply on the stage. Whereas Jagadguru Sampradaya starts from the Shankaracharya, they have responsibility to guide the people into the dharma of Grahastha dharma or the sannyas dharma. They have so in the Amnaya mats, wherever the mats they say, they call Uttradhikari. That means they given sannyas, but they also given responsibility. When after some time the senior most person, the Pidadipati, will hand over everything to him, he will go into the Purna sannyas. That means he simply on his sadhana just live. Maybe here and there he can enrich the people. If he wants, he can come, he can do. Whether he does it, he follows or not. So it is not a dress code. But is it easy for identification in Isha they have created? As a turban has been given. Turban is the main thing. Rest thing in Isha also the same mostly for the people. But the turban is for the sannyasis even because the holding of energy has to be there. People does not have any other thing, they don't have any other ornament. So they should wear the thing. Even in traditional sannyas, they should wear something on the top of it. Because when time comes, let it leave. But somewhere you should not meddle with the life and something damage.
So I'm sure you were of the places in North India. You were surely going to.
Now that question we answered, no, we didn't answer. Food or something, no, we answered.
Yeah.
So I have a question.
Yes.
So what is the state promise during the like you feel like the urge of taking a body, but you don't know how to do it. So what would be that?
You wear a necklace.
I was
Should be. Because it is not the ornaments. It's not entangling. It makes you to channelize. He asked the question why we kept the vibhuti necklace. You know all the in Isha we just leave it alone. These are all the converging points of the nadis. When you do the Kankanadara, where you get it, where you get it, all this thing. Okay. Or when you wear the Kankanadara, you will wear the malas, will be here. Yes. So like this, if I don't know whether you did it or not, there was a meditation called 64-point meditation in Sadhguru did it. Okay. Generally in the days. So there are 64 points. So we kept vibhuti, pasma on all these points. One is protection. When the body becomes purity, it's a body still come out of the flesh. Okay. So apavitra, pavitrova. The moment you think about it, it becomes pavitra. When you're not able to do the snot, chaucha, it's not happening. So if you push the basma, that itself amount to you taken the snot. So when you place the basma like all this is Shaiva tradition. The people who have been in the Shiva, follower of Shiva, the Shaiva tradition, they will place the basma. The Vaishnava tradition, for them Acharya. Even today, if somebody they left the body means they say they attain the lotus feet of the Acharya. Their Guru is the most important. So they also place all these places. One way, before doing the Anushtana or Sadhana, you purifying your body because the body has gone through various places, various thoughts and come somewhere. So before that, so your connectivity has to be there. So when you do this, it's also a channelizing yourself, open up the knowledge. It's also channelizing. So when you wear mala, it is not dissolution. When the dissolution comes, it will naturally happen. Okay, but a tree has to blossom completely. Then only it becomes tree. Yes. So you don't know what is fullest. So Guru is giving you something. So that's why when Guru or Sannyas, when you go or somebody is saying you wear it, you just follow that. This is for channelizing your sadhana and making your sadhana fruitful for what is the effort that you are doing. It is not entangled. Okay. So some of the things, even the ring, he said, this ring has been given by Sadhguru in 1996. Okay.
Different.
Okay. It was very fast thing when he went to Nepal and brought it and he every day. So still now today everybody is wearing it. So the copper, why it is being copper? It is very hard for a sadhaka to wear gold and silver or platinum or anything. So a simple thing. These minerals also, when it being in the health, your body nutrition also we need of that. So a milligram of things, being a doctor, you know that. It needs, otherwise you will take iron tablet, you will take the copper tablet. So instead of taking the tablets and this, you wearing it. So anyway, whether you wear the necklace or this or not, does not make any difference for you. Then what's the problem of resistance? Nothing is there. You know, anyway you attained it, you have nothing better. For the sake of the world, we need to function in the world. You know, if I walk just with the coffin also, how many people will come and sit? If I be ruthless like as I am in things, how many people will listen? So because of way of Sadhguru, now it reaches hundreds and hundreds of people various places. Whether they attain it or not, it doesn't matter. Their shift of understanding and focus has little bit changed or not in these cities. People like them, they made it open up for them. It is not that they open up highway, everybody is to attack. No, there are various paths. They will take its own course. But the resistance has come down. The possible of attempting, for the higher dimension is being done. That we need to keep in every way. If you become ambassador of your Guru, or if you become ambassador of, I never use Isha name, okay, because it's an entity. When you come out of an organization, you should not use that thing. Yes, but when you say for him, it become like, yeah, that is out of devotion. Because you see, so people will ask the question, whom you come? I come with Swami. Okay. If you handle your life sensibly, then nothing will be there. Otherwise, what will happen? Plus and minus is been there in every action of yours. So, living at your responsibility is the sadhana. In Thiruvallur again says, தன் கடமையை செய்வார் தவம் செய்வார் மற்றெல்லாம் ஆசையினால் அவம் செய்வார். What that means, the Quran says, whoever execute their responsibility, they are doing tapasya. Whoever, in the name of tapasya, rest all the people just wasting their time. So, you are executing whatever the responsibility, whatever you committed, whatever you taken, that is the path of sadhana. That's also a path of sadhana. Maybe if you get more support, maybe somebody is cooking in my home, definitely I will not allow somebody to cook the thing, because I know what's the cooking and how it can transform the people. Especially when I am spiritual, I want my cooking. That's called Swayambam. So there is another version of logic is been there. When you go as a bhiksha, you take whatever it comes to you. Digest everything. What is applicable for you? Without your likes and dislikes, if you take it up, you will take it up naturally like this. Only our problem is what we not like is not the issue. What we like is the, yes, including me, I am saying.
So
Yes.
not liking wearing all these things.
Hmm?
So not liking wearing the malas or earrings or
That's needed for
it's
you.
needed but not an issue.
No, no. It's called, there is a thing is called mooli. Mooli means when the Devi, why you see in Alankara, if she is being like this, will anybody will go and darshan the Devi? No. Because of the exuberance of the beautiness, we get attracted, we go there, we darshan. If she comes with like Bhadrakali, will we go? How many people will go? There are not many people. Yes. So it is not decorating you. Your beauty is on your devotion. Anyway, you are wearing some dress. Without that we cannot. What is the problem of wearing this dress or that dress? Similarly, these things connecting this the ornament like in copper or silver or the gold, when you have in the finger or in this place or here, will have a significance in your system, energy system. You know, it conduces you, it channelizes you, it shows now I am wearing all the mala. Why I wear the mala? Because it can, the spatika is like a storehouse. It can store all the excessive power. When it needs, it can give food. Similarly, Rudraksha. So wearing that also, it has been socially conducive. As soon as they see, oh, Swami, Namaskar, they come in devotion already. Now you say, it will be, whatever you say, it will be, they listen. Otherwise, they have been in their own thing. Yes, it is not because of me. It is because of Adi Shankara walk on this planet, or the Swamiji Vivekananda walked on the planet. They walk on like this. So they see there is a possibility in this man who can become like Adi Shankara. Because that man earned out, still we are getting it, not because of us. And also it's a conducive atmosphere. If you talk about a cinema, I am going to talk about whatever I know. Yes. Why we didn't talk about cinema? Why we talk about spiritual? Because we made it. When you made the decision, we need to go for Delhi. Where if you go behind that Bangladesh, it's not the intelligence. We want to go life journey. Our energy is going in this direction. Our mind and emotion goes in this direction. Already it will be. However, you have been there. There is a moment, you know the story of the Vishwamitra. When the king becomes the Rishi Muni, at a moment of time, Ramba, Urvashi, Menaka, he fall into it. The moment he realizes it's not about the Ramba, Urvashi, Menaka, it is about the subject. Now, no object disturbs. So, if the work is on your subject, in the dharana, that's what it's happened. When you be with your guru, either you dissolve or he dissolves. Or either he becomes you or you become him. Now, the problem comes after coming to the Samyama hall, I become Sadguru. That's the problem where it starts. Yes? Yes or no? If you start, you are Sadguru, why not I can become Sadguru? Everybody can become Sadguru. So it's a functional only issue. Nobody is questioning about your state. Within you, you may be Sadguru, you may be Shiva, you may be this, whatever it is. Nobody is going to disturb you, nobody is interested to see that. But when you try to take a mileage on that, as if I am a greatest devotee in the planet, no. Your actions, as every action has equal and opposite reaction. People understand this. So, if you be in that way, it will be much more effortlessly your support system will come. Yes sir? Now the people is been there, why they are resisting it, why they are questioning you? Because somewhere they feel it, what you will do if you left your husband and go. It is between you and your husband. They don't bother about it. But once the moment you handle certain things, it will be for him. They are not asking question to you. They will ask the question to him. What he can answer? He has to be in the society. So you can be little bit compassionate. When I took Brahmacharya, people have not asked the question to me. They asked my mother. My mother cried in the Bhavaspandana hall. Oh, he is taking. I know he is taking it, but whatever I got through, my my Karpuri will be still doing that. Of course, she gone through all the things because she has to in the society still. A person who has been deep understanding of life and things. Why not I can be little bit compassionate? Nothing because of that. My ritual is not going to change. You know, nothing is going to change. I will still pursue. In much more effortless I can pursue. And it will be easy for the people who support for our sadhana. For them, without any resistance, they will do much more effortlessly. Then is it the easiest way or not? It's not the jewelry is making difference. It's about the perception. They have been for ages and ages, they have gone through that mindset. As you have mindset from the right from your child, they also have it. So let us understand, not disturb them too much. Then they will not also not bother. Otherwise, the Rakshasas will be there. They will keep on this. Why? Devi went. For Devi, you have been sitting there. For Devi, there is no point. She went. Oh, in the outside there will be somebody disturbing. I go. Yes. For Devi, if it is been this, you are done. But she gives the same intelligence not to do with. She did it for different reason. She goes and did tapasya for different reason. We don't need comparative. You can become nice. You can become like a Devi and walk on the planet. When that possibility is being there, Sundaramurti Nayanar, he has been marriage, it's got stopped. With all his dress marriage life only, he lived as a sannyasi. In fact, he married 2 wives because of the prarabdha. Sundaramurti Nayanar is the best example. He connects. Today, till today, for all the Myanmars, he has been there. So, he has been left to the Kailash in the Airavatam, that elephant, white elephant. There are people. So, we can make it. Yes. We should edit these questions, answers little bit crisply.
Ask him 5 places in Uttarakhand that Sadhguru visited during the consecration days of Yelmurat. Your experience of Yelmurat.
I don't know, those days I didn't travel. I traveled only in Dhyan Yatra. So I don't know the places where it has been visited. So I think the person is asking about the Karma Yatra, what Vijayka and Bhartika way. So he took that. Maybe he would have been visited in the Himalayas. That you would ask.
Actually, there was a questions coming up, all the questions are related to why you did that ashram, this and that. One of the questions that can be really relevant. How do you experience, how were you struggle going from South India to North India? And people were asking about how could you maintain your physical and mental health? Your suggestions, maybe, give your inputs on how to, be physically and mentally well.
I'm always like that's all I do. I don't do anything anymore. Any sort. Whether I be in Ishaqasan or when Sadhguru says in a poem called Isha, whether you read the class or not, you still be Isha. People asking it, coming from North India, South India. These are all the geologically, yes, it's important. Even in this college, I'm not aware. I'm not aware of this center. I don't know how many people understand these things. Many I am talking to you or being with you as if I am being with you. I don't know any other. So the question, if you know Sushanta, just food, just not going. It is a grace and blessing of people like Madhur. Many people, they came, they enriched right from the day I can give one list by every person. From my Pranayama teacher, Raja, from the day, Vijika, all the people, every brahmachari, every, how they feel, I don't know. But for me, I am always coming. I'm always being. So maybe physically, work-wise, I'm not. And work-wise, they can take care much better than what I am. I really thinking to do much more. Maybe sometimes I did it before 2000 I did it. That's a possibility given meticulously. So when I segregate all my works for around 20 people, and that's all. For me, I don't know. I'm not logically how present with this. For me, I know only good. I know only good. Not even I don't know the book. I know the name. That name will take me. That will take that. Every single thing. So maybe because of some, when you ask these questions, then I can understand. These are all good for the functioning here. Functioning here. But to be honestly, say, even Guru Puja, not many times. Nothing. Nothing I did. All I know is there. I took the prasada, the bhiksha, that is given and eaten. And that was it. And wearing the cloth that was given. Some extent to my limited knowledge and understanding, striving whatever. If somebody says this is wrong or this is wrong, you can use it. Right. That's all. I don't know how life is working for me, how things is manifesting, how it, but it will never fail. Whatever, there is a sloka, வேண்டத்தக்கது அறிவோயினி வேண்ட முழுதும் தருவோயினி வேண்டும் மயன்மார்க்கு அறிவோயினி வேண்டி என்னை பணிகொண்டாய் வேண்டி நீயாது அருள் செய்தாய் வேண்டும் விருப்பம் ஒன்று உடனில் அதுவும் உந்தன் விருப்பன்றே அன்றே எந்தன் உடலும் பொருளும் ஆவியும் எல்லாவும் கொண்டிலையோ ஒன்றே எனையாய் உளவிடக்கு நன்றே செய்வாய் பிழை செய்யாய் நானோ இதற்கு நாயகன். This was the poem of Manikvasan. What is said, வேண்டத்தக்கது அறிவோயினி means you know what I wish for. வேண்டம் முழுதும் தருவோயினி, you answer all my prayers, you manifest all my wishes in spite of that. வேண்டும் அயன்மார்க்கு அறிவோயினி, ayan means Brahma, mal means Vishnu. The one, the Brahma and Vishnu who prayed for your darshan, for that you given the lingottava darshan, you will not given the darshan, both of them fail. Such a Mahadeva, you vendi ennai panikondai, you came down and asked me to serve for you. Vendi neeyadarul seidai, even before I asked you came and you graced my life. வேண்டும் விருப்பம் ஒன்று உண்டெனில், in spite of all this experience, knowledge, all these things, if the silly, petty wishes manifesting it, that also yours wish should be nothing mine. அன்றே என்னை ஆண்டு கொண்ட போதே, the The day that you taken you into the fold, உடலும் பொருளும் ஆவியும் எல்லாமும் கொண்டிடும். This body, mind, soul, everything I offered. குன்றி இணையாய் குலவிளக்கே நன். That means you are the eternal deity, Shiva, always been there. நன்றே செய்வாய் பிழை செய்யாய் means you always do good things, whether I understood or not. You always do good things for me. You will not do mistake. Whereas நானோ இதற்கு நாயகமே. I am just a small tool for you. Why, when such a man is lived in such a way, not even no need to pray, how to pray? What is there, no? I just be there. Okay, let the people go through all the videos. At least whether their prayers and blessings, at least there is a man who strived for this madness. That will be. Just and all, just engaging myself, how to engage, taking the responsibility. Yes. Otherwise, I will be in my own world where I eat. So, as I tell you people to be in your responsibility, it's also needed some action. Okay. That's why we want to offer up the same Kedar Padayatra.
Talking about, one second. Okay, so talking about Kedar Yatra, other possibilities for us, for sadhakas, we really want to pursue the path, spiritual path, especially in Uttarakhand area, in Uttarakhand or Kedarnath. We have these possibilities for everyone who wants to join and who wants to be part of this yatras that we're going to that we're planning to do. So, like you said, so each sannyasi, sadhana palakas, meditator or yogi, we're just there to offer ourselves and to be with Guru and be in his presence. And life happens. So in that sense, one may say, we don't have to do anything. Sannyasi means you don't have to do anything. Just be there, just
Yes.
breathing.
When you say you don't need to do anything, that's the time you should do work. The Guru does not need to do anything, but he is the one who works 24 hours. So when you say you don't need to do anything, you can keep on wherever you go. You can keep on enriching the life surrounding you. So there is n number of possibilities to engage in also. But at the same time, in serving others, it's not make them to dependable on you. That's the most important. Because the action makes you be in the, oh, you are doing good things. For example, people will be sadhu vaishnava and people are doing, I am not doing it. Because if somebody is not donating money where I have something. So these things, we find out something which will be keep ourselves to be in the path and also to be applicable. Because if the activity is not there, then we cannot see ourselves. Activity is like a mirror. So every person, every situation is like mirror. So instead of correcting them, when we correct it, so just by presence, Ramana Maharishi, just by sitting, he made it in silence. There are people, very people. So it is not about we need to follow what the life is offers. That we shouldn't. We talk about something because there is, when I said Ramana Maharishi, there is a Swamiji called Tinnai Swami. He's been also one of the, not even disabled, he's been devotee of the Ramana Maharishi. But he lived in 40 years of silence. Just taken care by a family people. So Grahastha Ashrama Dharma is just to take care of the sannyasis and the brahmacharis. Why it is so? If you have 2 children, you are going to take it up. If you have 3 children, you are going to take care of it. You will not provide everything that your children require, but you will make sure the children gets the basic nutrition, basic education, basic things. So, yeah, whatever be the children, we don't go with the humbug knowledge what is it they want. But when a child, no matter who they do their best for the children, whether they eat or not. So like that, those people only can take care of the sannyasis to be in sadhana and brahmachari. Whether the sannyasis be in sadhana or not is their term. But it's a support system one can offer. It is, if you look at when Sadhguru given 108, what is Nanmayuru, something. These are all the works of Sadhguru given from the same Vedic Sampradaya or the wisdom of the Vedic culture in a very simplest way, without even don't need of that. So if you do a sadhana sitting there, if I chant Om Namah Shivaya into 108 times, then the 50% of that will go to the guru that who initiates, and the remaining 50% is being done. So remaining 50 more. In that again another 50% will go to the Guru Parampara of the lineage. For all this lineage which has been there, cherished of the country. And that remaining will be odd number 27. So for the sake of calculation we get as 28. In that half, again another 14 will go to the Upasana Devata. And remaining 14, if you divide 7, that 7 will go to the people who are supporting the sadhakas to do that sadhana or in being sadhana. So now, logically, if you understand, this 7 should be, if 10 people are supporting, the 7 should be divided by 10. No, it will not happen. For all the 10 people will get 7 sevens. So, in that way, the grahastha, by supporting sadhakas, he earns more. That's the reason, even in Nada, in the evening time, that Nada Aradhana, these days Panchabhuta Aradhana, all these things. The sadhakas, the brahmacharis, all these people are doing sadhana. You just come and do little bit of basic things if you participate. That's been done. You can derive more benefit of it. But will you sustain it, that, or will you make it blossom much more? That is your intelligence, that's your sadhana, and I take it. But one cannot deny. He will receive it. Like the network is been, the network is always connected with all the phones. It depending on which phone you are using, which SIM card you are using, you are connected. Is it top of one? So similarly, the sadhana, the rest is 7 is only will come into his account. That also he has to surrender to the Guru, then only he becomes zero. So it's such a basic calculation on this thing. We go very elaborate procedures. So people will do, I will do 1 lakh japa in this. That means mantra siddhi. Mantra siddhi, they call it mantra siddhi. It is not about the number of cup, you becoming that. By repeating that, by doing something, sadhana, you should become sadhana. Now, when a question you are asking is, what is sadhana, what is activity, there is no such thing. Okay. You can make, when you do offering, do anything into offering, when it becomes sadhana, every activity that you get involved or perform, why not you can become sadhana? It should be with conscious, you should make it as a thing. Now, sometimes when your roles have been there, you will stick to roles. The roles has been played by many of the people, will be played by many people. But the possibility is, roles is been there, given to you. To understand, you will manage, you will not get caught up with the roles or the responsibilities. You function through that. Using those things also a possibility. Yes.
So basically, if possible, we would like to conclude with
So tell me, how was your experiences? What I could learn as Sushanta I am asking now. Which one of you come?
if you can share your experience of your spiritual path. Basically, many people are asking how family, should accept that, your path, be it sadhanapada or brahmachari or ishata teacher's training.
Yeah, yeah, we do.
Bring the camera.
Yeah, yeah. yeah.
Akash voice.
Yes, yes.
It's not about what we're recording.
Okay, is it recording now?
Can you check the camera? Is it still recording?
Yeah.
The battery is low. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
take a
come.
pause. Take a pause. Yeah.
No, no, you come here. Bring it here.
Don't you want to complete or something? Take a pause.
No, no, let us complete. Then we will be here.
You can ask Anna. Maybe he can adjust.
Here. This side. Okay. Okay, you sit here. Yeah.
Akka should be there. Akka is going to share her experience. Her voice should be clear because it's a little different.
Yeah, it's the daughter.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, tell.
Yeah. Yes.
The time has come. She also said.
Um, I'll not say sweet words because it's outside. It's a destruction for me. Inside also much more destruction for me. But that destruction I understand is for my. Where I'm sitting right now today is itself the journey of my spiritual journey. I do not know why I'm sitting, why I'm talking right now, still I do not know. But the journey is not a simple, not a easy journey. It's not an easy journey from the family aspects also, from the relationship aspects also, from handling within self also. It's not so easy for me. I struggled. I didn't understand. I again struggled. I climbed. I fell down. I climbed. I fell down. But there is many times the situation has come. Okay, leave all these things and just nothing will happen to you. You are not going to, because when you see the other people are so getting so much things and you feel like maybe I'm not getting the grace, maybe I'm not getting the Guru's closeness.
When you be with Devi, that's all. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Yeah, so but the journey, I'm still on the journey. I'm still in the roller coaster ride.